2611 and 26, we advise we're en route, one 41-year-old male, victim industrial accident, several lacerations to his left leg, compound fracture of his right femur, appears to have head trauma.
Every year in the United States, over 4 million people are injured at work and over 5,000 are killed. Sometimes accidents just cannot be avoided, but 50% of the accidents are substance abuse related, and much of this pain and damage could be avoided. That 50% of the workplace accidents that I just mentioned are caused by 10% of the workers. These workers abuse drugs and alcohol in the workplace. An even sadder fact is that in 80% of the injuries, the injured person is not the drug user, but an innocent worker. Families and companies are being hurt by a small minority of the workers who come to work under the influence. But since 50% of the accidents are caused by this small percentage of workers, why are we allowing them to work in our companies? Eliminating substance abuse in the workplace is easier said than done. Until now, managers had very few choices. There's a new system that can help managers identify illicit drug users and correct their destructive behavior. The Chase system helps your employees by a powerful deterrent, so employees think twice before they give in to the temptation of using illicit drugs. Over time, there's a change in culture, and employees stop using drugs. You see, most drug users don't know it, but when they abuse drugs, they're depositing trace scent evidence on their clothing and personal effects by smoking or handling the drugs. This is passed to everything they touch. Chase Protective Canines are trained to locate this trace scent evidence and provide managers with a reasonable suspicion to test suspected employees. Random testing works but statistically. If an employee ingests cocaine today, in a company of 100 that tests 15% of their workers annually, that person's chance of being tested on any given day is only 0.0018%. Many Chase clients still do random testing, but the Chase Canine checks many more employees with much less inconvenience to the employee and the company. In one visit, the Canine can check hundreds of employees' workstations, lockers, or belongings, and the employee's work is not interrupted. With the Chase system, only those employees that are reasonably suspicious are tested, and the test can be administered at your site by trained and certified Chase personnel. This is far less intrusive on the employee's rights and far less disruptive to workflow. Only the people who really need to be tested are, and employees are tested on site, as well as interviewed and checked for sobriety by a trained agent. It all just makes sense, and it works. If it has to do with stopping drugs in the workplace, Chase does it. We just watched while the Canine checked 100 employees, and now you see him telling us that this employee needs to be tested. The test is completed right here on site, and if everything is in order, the employee will be back to work in 15 to 20 minutes. If the field test is not negative, the employee will receive further testing in accordance with company policy. This testing can work along with and supplement your random testing program.
We actually had some employees come forward that were using, and fortunately through testing, they've stopped and have continued that way. So, they were able to retain a job and hopefully improve their quality of life.
Until we had Chase in the building, I was very naive about drug usage in the workplace. I think we need more companies like Chase. I think more employers have to take advantage of those companies. We can't control everything nationwide, but we can certainly try and control the environment we put our employees in.
The other thing that we liked about when we evaluated Chase is that they're all former or current law enforcement people. They're professionals, they're trained professionals. They understand what's going on in the community to give us a heads up too. So it's worked out well for us.
Chase agents interact seamlessly with my operation. They come in, work doesn't stop, they go about their business, ask the questions that they need to, and are out of the facility without, people know they're there. People have seen them come in, but at the same time, they're not interfering with work as normal.
And I believe that having the Chase come in here is a better deterrent for drugs than it is just by trying to train the individuals. Having Chase in at Viking Forge has made the people feel safer.
The results were seen almost immediately. Some of the employees that were probably casual users all of a sudden realized they couldn't do that anymore at our facility, and they made an immediate change in those people.
Financially, when you're running a business, obviously you don't want to incur any extra cost. But reality is reality. These kind of issues exist, and the amount of money that it costs to incorporate a program like this is really minimal compared to if you have the problems and you end up having accidents and things like that associated with the drug use. I mean, if you really sit down and look at it from how it affects your workers' comp and your safety environment, the cost is very minimal.
You protect your building, you protect your inventory. Start protecting your most valuable resource, your employees. Employees respect what managers inspect. Call Chase Protective today and start protecting your employees right away.